Hey guys, hope you're doing good. I am here to talk a little bit about my remake for Labor Day weekend. My Make 9, I had a Make 9 that one of my Make 9 garments did not turn out so well, and I wanted to do a remake of it. So I'm going to spend some time this weekend getting myself ready to work on that project. So if you want to hear more about those plans, stay tuned. Hey, so welcome to my channel. I am going to explain to you all what I plan to work on this Labor Day weekend. As you know, in a few videos back, I told you guys I worked on a pair of shorts using Simplicity 8389, this view here, and they did not turn out so well. I had a major issue with the waistband construction, and I ended up just doing a simple hack. I pretty much folded the waistband over, stuck some elastic in, and then called it a day. I didn't want my gauze to go to waste, so I had to finish it out the best way I knew how until I could really figure out how to work on this waistband. So I plan to do this over the holiday weekend, and I'm going to work on view B. I'm not going to do shorts this time. I'm going to do view B because I really do like, I want a pair of pants. I want to do a pair of linen pants. And the waistband actually only requires a flat front, some ties, and elastic in the back. So those are my plans for this pattern for this weekend. So let me see. What I remembered was that this pattern for view B, it did require some elastic that I did not have. So I am going to, I actually purchased my elastic. I'll show you that in a minute. But that's all it requires is just some elastic and a basic understanding of how to do that flat front waistband with the ties on the side. So I did find a video I told you guys to by Brittany J. Jones. I'm going to go back and follow her tutorial, at least once I get to the waistband part. And also when I get to the darts gave me a lot of issues too, because the darts, for some reason, I had a dart on the outside, like literally the seam for the dart was on the outside of one side and on the inside of the other side. I don't know what happened with that. I think I may have traced the dart wrong on my fabric. So I need to take my time with that and make sure that I actually trace my darts on the wrong side of the pattern of the fabric. Is that right? The wrong side? Yeah, the wrong side, because that's where I'll fold it in and that's where the seam will be. So I gotta make sure that when I do it this time, I trace on the wrong side of the pattern, of the fabric. I'm sorry, not the pattern. So that means I have to place my pattern pieces on it properly, and do my proper tracing. So other than the darts and that wonky waistband last go around, it was a pretty easy make. I just had issues with those two parts. I think those are the most critical parts of it, honestly. The most critical parts of these pants or shorts was the part I had the most issues with. So I'm gonna give it a try again. I do notice though on here, I need to look at the pattern instructions again because I'm noticing that view D actually has the ties on it, but view B doesn't. So I like view B. I like the wide leg pants, but I do like the ties as well. So I'm gonna have to figure out and following the instructions on my pattern how to combine the two, but it should be fairly simple. I didn't want to do view D because of the tapered leg. I don't want that straight leg right now. I like the wide leg. I like a wide leg pant. So I'm going to work on this weekend. Let me show you all what I have ready to go based off what I did and some things I had to go and purchase to get this started. So here we go. So I do want to apologize. My table is a bit of a mess right now because I'm in the middle of trying to get things organized for this this make over the weekend. But I basically have all of my pattern pieces already cut out. This was an elastic guide. I don't think I'm going to use this because I simply just put my elastic around my waist and I measure it that way for a proper fit. So I don't know that I'll need this, but I will keep it handy. Again, this was a tie-in that I used for the shorts. This has already been cut out. No need to do anything there. This pattern piece is pattern number 5. This was the actual casing for the waistband itself. This is the casing for, I believe, the back of the waistband where I put the elastic. I think that's right. Yeah, this is where the back where the elastic will go. It's the casing for the elastic. And this is the flat front for the waistband. So this is the part of the waistband that's flat against your tummy area. And I already have these pieces cut out, I think to the maximum size, which is a 20. And I'm going to go ahead and go with that this go around like I did the last time. The only thing that I will have to probably cut out entirely is this pattern piece here. This is the front piece. This is the front, and I have to cut 2 of these. And I don't believe these are cut on the fold. Let me see. No, these are not cut on the fold, but I am going to trim off the edges of this pattern piece because I'm going to cut the biggest size, which is a size 22. Only because I felt like when I did the shorts were really snug in the back side a little bit. And I felt like if I make it a little bit bigger, that would give me the maximum room and I can maybe try to adjust it if I needed to. So I'll see how the 22 goes, sorry. Hopefully it gives me just enough room, but I don't feel like I'm like squares up in if I sit down on in the pants. So that is that's the front piece. And then I have the same thing with the back piece. I need to cut 2 of these. Cut 2 on 2. I'm sorry, pattern piece 2, the back, cut 2. And I think this one here, was this a cut on the fold? No, this also was not cut on the fold. So all of these will require me to just cut individual pieces. And I'll have to just cut this piece off here. You can see that. I need to just trim all this off so I can get the biggest size on the pattern, and then I will be ready to go. So I will likely do that tonight. I'm looking at this though. This part here is a little weird to me because now I'm looking, it's a 22 here, which actually means I may have to trace after all, because if I do the 22, if I cut this off here, I'm going to lose all these other sizes, the 14, 16, 18, and 20. But it will give me the 22, which then goes out to here. So I might actually have to do tracing again, which I really didn't want to do. Okay, so we'll see. I don't know. I might just go ahead and just cut the 22 and just don't worry about these other sizes. I don't know how I feel about that because I really do like this pattern piece. I really do like this pattern a lot. And I would like to be able to save it if I could, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, so what I have here, I purchased my elastic waistband from, no, I'm sorry, this is not an elastic waistband. This is the elastic for my waistband. Jeez. I had to purchase this from Walwack because I went to Hobby Lobby and Joann Fabrics and they did not have it, and the pattern requires a 1 1/4 inch wide elastic. And surprisingly, this was not a popular width in the store. So I had to go to the one place I knew would have it and I would get it quickly. And that was Walwack. So kudos to Walwack for having this in stock. They only had white in stock for this width. They did not have black. I would prefer black, but they only had white. So I got the white. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day because the elastic is going to be inside of the fabric. So the color is okay. I like the black elastic though. So I got my elastic here, and I've got these things I just keep handy next to my machine as I'm sewing. That way I don't have to look around and try to find my items. And my snips are here. What I really wanted to show you in here is the thread. And my thread is here. So I think I only got 4 of these, and these are really small. So the Hobby Lobby thread Sewology, They are much smaller than what I'm used to getting at Joann, the Coates and Clark brand or the Gutermann brand. So I end up getting 4, and I hope that these are enough. I don't have to go back and get more. But it does say that it has 250 yards on each of these spools, so hopefully that is enough. So I have 4 of those. So 3 here, and I have 1 already going in my machine, ready to go with the bobbin. These are the extra bobbins in here. I got these ready to go. I did use my universal bobbin threader that universal bobbin winder, threader winder that I got from Walmart. And I told you guys that it's a pretty decent machine, decent piece of equipment to have, very convenient. The only thing I didn't like about it was it not really winding the entire bobbin. You can see where it kind of like got thin. The thread isn't distributed evenly on the bobbin, but that should not be problematic. I'm just used to having a full distribution of the thread on the bobbin itself. But at any rate, I went ahead and threaded about 3 of these. Right, 2 here, 1's already in my machine. And over here is my fabric that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. This was a green linen. It's a very pale green linen, but I have been wanting to find the green linen for a while to start these pants. So I went ahead and found some linen at Hobby Lobby. It was on sale. I think it was on sale for $5, $6, I forget. It wasn't more than $10 a yard. It definitely wasn't more than $10 a yard. So I did purchase this from Hobby Lobby, and I got about 4 yards of it here. I typically like to purchase at least 3 to 4 yards, no less than that when I purchase fabric, because I want to have enough to make. Sometimes I purchase my fabric, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it right away. So I want to make sure I have more than enough, because most of the patterns I see that I like require me to have, up to 3 yards of fabrics. So I like to do 4 minimum, and then if I have extra yard, I can always do like a piece or an accompanying piece for whatever I decide to make. So that's all of what I have going on my table for this weekend. Yeah. There you have it. So those are my plans for Labor Day weekend. 1 pair of pants. I'm probably going to try to get something started this evening. I will likely work on reading the pattern instructions thoroughly again, making sure that I am accounting for making the pants this time and not the shorts. I may go ahead and try to cut this pattern piece tonight. This pattern piece here, patterns for the front and back. And then I'll see about maybe trying to get some sewing started. I'm not sure. I don't want to overextend myself. But I do plan to get something going this evening. So by the time you guys see this video, it probably would be Labor Day or after Labor Day or just before Labor Day. I'm not sure what day you'll see this, but when you see it, please comment below and let me know how you spent your Labor Day weekend or how you plan to spend your Labor Day weekend. Hopefully you are spending it trying to get some much needed rest, and you are trying to take care of yourself. Make sure that you're resting your physical body, your mental, your mind, and spiritual rest. Make sure that you are getting your spiritual rest, taking that time to meditate and devote time to reading your devotions and doing your prayers and your meditation, so that you can somehow feel rejuvenated going into next week. So I am going to go ahead and sign off for the evening, and until we come again together, until we see each other again in the comments, please take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless.
God bless.